Hello dear friends. Welcome to my channel Historical Treasures. Today we will talk about Windsor Castle. Windsor Castle is a magnificent blend of historic architecture and royal elegance, perched majestically above the River Thames. Its stunning turrets and lush gardens reflect centuries of British heritage, making it a true symbol of regal beauty. Windsor Castle is one of the most iconic and historically significant royal residences in the world. Located in Windsor, Berkshire, England, it has been a royal home and fortress for nearly a millennium. Here's an overview of its history and some interesting facts. Windsor Castle was founded by William the Conqueror in the 1070s, shortly after the Norman conquest of England in 1066. It was originally built as a motte and bailey structure, a type of fortification typical of Norman architecture, with wooden defenses on a raised earthwork, the motte, and a bailey enclosed courtyard below. The site was chosen for its strategic location, overseeing the River Thames and providing easy access to London while being close to a royal hunting forest. In the late 12th century, Henry II began replacing the wooden structure with stone, which was continued by his successors. This included the Round Tower, which still dominates the skyline today. Edward III was born at Windsor and significantly expanded the castle in the mid-14th century, transforming it into a grand Gothic palace. He founded the Order of the Garter in 1348, which is still the most senior order of British chivalry and is based at Windsor Castle Street. George's Chapel. Both monarchs favored Windsor Castle. Henry VIII added the Long Walk and frequently used the castle as a residence. Elizabeth I also spent much time there, using it as a refuge during times of plague in London. During the English Civil War 1642–1651, the castle was used as a military headquarters by parliamentarian forces. After the war, it became the site of Charles I's imprisonment before his execution in 1649. Under George III, Windsor became a favored royal residence once again, leading to significant renovations. George IV continued this work, modernizing the castle and adding the Waterloo Chamber in honor of the defeat of Napoleon. Windsor became her principal residence after her marriage to Prince Albert. The castle became a symbol of the British monarchy and an important site for state occasions and entertaining foreign dignitaries. During the Second World War, the royal family used Windsor Castle as a refuge from the bombing raids on London. The castle's windows were blacked out, and much of its valuable artwork was stored for safety. A significant event in recent history was the fire in November 1992, which destroyed over 100 rooms, including St. George's Hall and the state apartments. The restoration took 5 years and was completed in 1997 at a cost of £37 million. Here are some interesting facts about Windsor Castle. Windsor Castle is the oldest and largest occupied castle in the world, and it has been the family home of British kings and queens for nearly 1,000 years. The castle has been the venue for many royal weddings, including those of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in 2018 and Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank in the same year. It's also where many state banquets and official events are held. The changing of the guard ceremony at Windsor Castle is a popular attraction. The ceremony is similar to the one at Buckingham Palace and is a colorful display of British pomp and military tradition. This chapel, located within the castle grounds, is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture and has been the site of many royal burials, including that of Henry VIII, Charles I, and more recently, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. It's also the spiritual home of the Order of the Garter. This iconic tree-lined avenue stretches for about 2.65 miles from the George IV Gateway at Windsor Castle to the Copper Horse statue at the far end of Windsor Great Park. The state apartments are among the grandest in Europe, lavishly decorated with works by Rubens, Van Dyck, and Rembrandt. They are open to the public, except when in use by the Queen. When the Queen is in residence, the royal standard is flown from the Round Tower of Windsor Castle. This flag takes precedence over the Union Jack and is a sign of the sovereign's presence. Like many ancient buildings, Windsor Castle is rumored to be haunted. The most famous ghost is said to be that of King Henry VIII, whose footsteps have been reportedly heard echoing through the halls. Queen Elizabeth II considered Windsor Castle to be her home, preferring it over Buckingham Palace. She spent many weekends there and chose to stay at Windsor during significant periods, including the COVID-19 pandemic. Windsor Castle remains a symbol of the enduring British monarchy and continues to be a working royal palace to this day. Like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel Historical Treasures and stay connected for more informative videos.